Training to be a breathworker under Kimberly Rose was hands down one of the best decisions I have ever made. I found Kimberly after I had initially signed up with another big breathworker program. And I got into breathwork because breathwork helped me get pregnant. It helped with my postpartum rage, anxiety, depression, intrusive thoughts. It helped with my own birth trauma. And I knew I wanted to breathe pregnant women because that was my realm, like birth work, pregnancy, that was my realm. Natural birth specifically, like home birth, free birth. And I wanted to be able to teach it from an embodied place and really be able to teach it in a way that was accessible to pregnant women. And I went into this program being specifically told that I could breathe pregnant women and children, that there was a specific module for breathing pregnant women. So I was understandably very excited, very sold. The recruiter literally sent me a voice note giving me examples of how they had used their special breathwork techniques on pregnant women, specifically on pregnant women. The recruiter sent it to me in a voice note, which now looking back at that on an iPhone, you can't actually, I don't know if you can save those, but it disappears in like 2 minutes or whatever, right? So I couldn't even pull those things back up, which is also shady that she didn't just text them to me, but whatever. So I was hooked. I was like, of course, this is what I'm looking for. I want to breathe pregnant women. This is awesome. I can really embody it and teach it in a really just great way. And I get into the course after spending thousands of dollars, which I really did not need to be spending at all. And I get into the course, and the second module is about how we are not allowed to breathe pregnant women. We are not allowed to breathe children. There is no breathwork technique that they support that supports breathing pregnant women or children. I was floored. I was like, I was completely scammed, like completely 1,000 million % scammed for a lot of money and a lot of time. And I emailed them. I tried to get my money back. I tried to be like, listen, I'm not even going to go through this because this is not what I was promised on the front end at all. And they went back and forth with me a ton. Like, they basically threatened me to like take me to court because I signed documents and whatever. Horrible scam, horrible experience. And all I wanted to do was find a breathing technique that I could teach pregnant women so that I could show them what I had done. So at this point, I'm pretty turned off of breathwork, but I'm still like, there's something here, and I know someone's going to be able to teach me something about this. And I was just on Instagram, and Kimberly popped up, you know how the algorithm works, and I'm scrolling through her stuff, and one of the first things I see is breathing pregnant women and like an example of her doing it and how beneficial it is for the baby and how beneficial it is for the mom, and all of these things started clicking in my head, and I was like, this is who I've been looking for. I knew that this was possible. And I went through her highlights and everything, and the birth trauma, and just everything was screaming out to me and exactly what I was looking for. And we started emailing back and forth, and I'm just immediately, she is so warm and patient and knowledgeable and exactly what you want. She is the person that you want teaching you breath work and also breathing you. If you're a client of hers, you just feel the energy from her. She is straight up love and authentic and has absolutely embodied breath work and can speak to it from such a place because she's been there. She's been through it. Breathwork has done, it's just miraculous, like straight up miracles. And when you learn from her, you get to feel that. Like, you get to see what breathwork can really do in this gentle, safe container. Women, there's this trendy narrative breathwork thing going around about how every healing session needs to be like orgasmic. You need to be crying, you need to be shaking in order to heal. And that is not how the female nervous system works. If you are holding on to big trauma in your body, it needs to be a slow, gentle release over a period of time. That is what Kimberly does. That is what she teaches because she's been there and she's done it herself. You want to learn from an embodied person.